Hey, this is Jim from Jimmy Eat World. You're watching Berlin Music TV.
Ja, und damit willkommen zurück beim Hurricane Festival 2013. Wir haben mittlerweile den 3. Tag. Das Wetter ist ein bisschen besser geworden und kurz vor der Show von Jimmy Eat World haben wir ein paar Minuten bekommen, um ein kurzes Gespräch mit Jim zu führen. Warm welcome to the Hurricane Festival, Jim.
Thanks a lot.
How's it going so far?
It's going really well.
All right, you will be presenting your latest album today.
Yes, we are on tour supporting our new album, Damage, that came out recently. So we're going to play some new songs, some old songs, you know. We don't have as long as like a club show, you know, like time. So we'll try to play as much as we can, you know, from all of our records.
So how many of the new songs are going to be on the set list today?
Maybe like 16. No. No, I don't know. We haven't had our band meeting yet to decide what we're playing.
So you're just picking these songs spontaneously?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Well, for this crowd, we might play maybe more of the rock kind of songs. I think at a festival, it's an opportunity to play for, like, you know, your fans, but also new people. And I think if you don't know a band, it's you're more likely to give them a chance if it's a upbeat, more rock kind of song, I think. So at festivals, we play maybe a little bit more rock songs than our normal headlining shows.
I could imagine that the fans that are casually listening to Jimmy Eat World, that are going to the festivals, might mostly recognize you for your Bleed American album.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I mean, that's our most selling record. So yeah, probably they might be like, oh wait, that's that band, you know, like when we're playing. So
how's the latest album been received so far? I mean, you tested it live for a couple of months right now.
Yeah, you know, there's definitely you know, as you're looking out in the audience, like there's pockets of people that are singing along. You know, that people like making sure that everyone around them knows that they know the new songs first. You know, so it's good. It's good. People are liking it.
You already played a couple of other festivals like the Download or the Pink Pop. What's been the biggest show so far for this year?
Oh man, I don't know. Southside was pretty big. I think we probably had the most people at Southside. Yeah. I'm bad at like estimating numbers, you know, but it looked like a lot of people.
Compared to playing shows back in the United States, do you have a like standard amount of people that are normally going to Jimmy Eat World concert?
No, it changes by the city. You know, in the larger cities, there's more people, but I mean, we also do really well in some of the smaller cities too. I mean, we play all kinds of places, you know, like festivals, small clubs, big theaters. You know, it just changes every day, really.
Right now it seems that you're switching between the headline club shows and the festival gigs, because it's not too long ago that we actually saw you back in Berlin at the Astra Club.
Yes, yeah. We're you know, it's mostly festivals that we're playing just right now, but we're going to come back later and do more of just like our own shows, like in Astra. Yeah.
Where's the tour going to take you from here?
From here we go to Canada, actually. So we'll be in Toronto at the end of next week, which is pretty wild.
All right, it's 2013 and it seems to be an anniversary year for a lot of bands. Even for you guys, since it's been 20 years now.
Yep. Actually, I think our next February of next year will be what we consider our anniversary, like our first show. I mean, we started playing in 93, but we had our first show in 94.
Any big celebration parties planned so far?
Not yet. I'm pretty sure there'll be a cake. But beyond that, we don't know what we're doing.
Currently, Damage is your 7th studio album. Compared to the first one you ever recorded.
Yeah.
What's been the change?
Oh man, what hasn't changed? just so much. But in the end, it's, you know, we're still us. I think you can't escape you. You know, you're like, you know, we like what we like. We all work together to get a song to a place that fits in that, you know, that we all like it. And the band members are the same as the beginning. So I don't know. A lot of things feel different, but I guess when it gets down to it, not much has changed.
Did you ever face that point in your career where it sort of felt hard to carry on? Did you ever have struggles, or did it all just evolve naturally?
No, I think it's evolved naturally. We've always done a good job about not expecting too much, you know, like setting goals that are realistic. You know, it's like, I think when you're constantly hoping for something, some crazy, you know, unattainable thing, and you're going to be bummed out by that because it never happens. And then I think that leads to less fun, you know, in the band. You know, it's always been fun. We've tried to keep things fun, try to keep things, you know, challenging, rewarding.
Okay, I heard you saying that you will be playing songs live today that hasn't been ever played live.
Well, we've played them now once at least. So, but stuff that we haven't been playing. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, we haven't had our band meeting yet, so I don't know.
But how is it possible that after 20 years there's songs that you haven't been played live?
There's just some stuff that, like, you know, was on an album that maybe I don't know. I mean, you just fall into this pattern of playing things that are get a good response, you know, and then you kind of forget about some other songs, and then you put out a new album and there's like a dozen more new songs that you want to play, and some of the older songs kind of get forgotten about. So yeah, there's a bunch of songs that we've either never played or haven't played in a really long time that we're starting to work in now.
After having all those successful albums like Bleed American, which was labeled platinum, do you keep that in mind whenever you start writing another album?
No, I don't think that's really good to do. I think when you start, like, in your head kind of chasing the approval of some mysterious listener, you know, like when you start chasing the approval of anybody, I think you're going to dilute what you want to do, and that's going to translate badly, you know. I think people pick up on that when you're not being honest, when you're not being authentic, you know, and the surest way to not become very successful is to try to become very, very successful. So we just do what we want to do.
Apart from the other two albums that you did before, you did not record it in your rehearsal studio this time. You went back to LA.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was in part because we wanted to change things up a little bit, and the producer, a guy named Al Johannes, he lived in LA, so we just went to his house.
Did you ever work with him together before?
No, it was our first time working with him. Super awesome guy. Like, just crazy.
So the producer has been new, and also you, for the first time, released that album on RCA.
Yeah, that's right.
You had a lot of different labels before. Would you say you finally picked the right one, the perfect one? Are you satisfied so far?
Yes. Yeah, RCA, Sony, they were the winners in the 100-word why I should put out the next Jimmy Eat World essay contest that we had. And, you know, they did the best job with that, so we decided to go with them.
Is that the same deal as with the producer?
Yes, he had to write a 100-word essay on why I should produce the next Jimmy Eat World album, and his was the best, you know, was well written.
All right, I see. Okay, so I guess you couldn't have the chance to watch that many bands as...
Yeah, not today. Today's been not so much today. But I've seen a lot of them. I saw a lot on at Southside. It's the same bands today.
Okay, so we always like to ask our interview partners for their personal recommendation for this year's festival lineup. If you want to have a look.
Oh yeah, well I've never seen Rammstein play.
You didn't?
No, I've never seen them play. So I would definitely hit that. You guys have probably seen them play like several times. I like the new National record's good. I like. There's so many good bands on here. I've seen Portishead play. They're awesome. I've seen Sigur Rós play. I think tonight you have Smashing Pumpkins and Gaslight Anthem and NoFX. I would see NoFX if you're curious about them. Live is definitely the way to check them out.
So thanks for the advice.
Sure.
We'll see you on stage later on.
All right, awesome.
Thanks for sharing some time. Ja, und wenn ihr noch weitere Interviews und Neuigkeiten aus der Berliner Musikwelt und von den großen Festivals erfahren wollt, dann klickt doch auf www.berlinmusic.tv oder liked uns auf Facebook.